Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about array and what are the operations we can perform on an array in detail for you. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First, let me discuss what is the limitation of a variable. Using a variable, we can store only one element. Look at this example. If I write a statement called a is equal to 10, and if I write print a, now the value 10 will be displayed. If I write another statement a is equal to a plus 1, now if I print the a value, I will get the output as 11. So in this case, I will getting the output as 10. In this statement, I am getting the output as 11. So if you have observed, at a time a variable can store only one element. If you want to store a collection of elements, then you have to create those many variables. Is it clear? So using those many variables will increase the complexity and it will confuse the programmers. So if you want to store a collection of similar elements or homogeneous elements, then you can use an array. So what is the proper definition of an array is? An array is a collection of homogeneous elements. What is the meaning of similar elements or homogeneous elements is, if you have created an array of integer, you can store collection of integer constants only. If you have created an array of using data type called float, then you can store a collection of real constants. Is it clear? So I hope you have understood this point. Now, if you want to create an array, we need to import the array module. We can import the array module in Python code using three ways. First, let me discuss those three ways. Then I will discuss the remaining things for you. The three ways are, one is import array. This is the way you can import the array module. This one we will call it as without aliasing. The second way is that import array as, whenever you are using as, you are aliasing. Okay, you can write AR, anything you can give the name ARR or AR, anything, your name, even you can give Parnika, anything you can give. Okay, then the third way is that from array import star. These are the three ways you can import the array module in the Python code. Now let me discuss each one in detail for you. If you are importing the array module in the first way, then how can you write the program? Let me show for you. So if you do import array, then in the code somewhere you want to create an array. Let me take that AZ. This is the name of the array. Okay, then you have to write array dot. Okay, this is the dot. Then you need to use the constructor called array. Okay, then you need to provide two things. One is the data type and another one is a list of elements or a collection of elements. Okay, so let me write I here. Okay, within single quotes. So the meaning is that this array A is a collection of integer constants. So the data type of the array is A int here. Okay, the name of the array is A. Then you can provide, okay, the list of elements such as 1, 2, 3, anything if you want, you can provide it. So this is the first way you can import the array module and you can create it. Is it clear? Now let me discuss the second way. If you are importing using the alias, let me write here as AR. Here, instead of array, you can write alias name as AR. This is the second way you can create the array in the Python if you are importing the array module using the alias. Now let me discuss the third way. What is the third way is from array import star. In that case, you no need to use the aliasing or the dot operators. Directly you can write, but here A should be here. Is it clear? So you need to just specify the constructor and the data type and the list of elements. So these are the three ways you can import the array module. Okay. When I discuss the programming, then I will show these things in the Jupyter notebook for you. Okay. So first let me erase this one. Now let me discuss how can you find the length in an array. Okay. Let me write the code import array as arr something. Okay. Then I will create an array. Okay. arr.array is the constructor. I'm using the data type as int. Then I'm specifying the list of elements as 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to print the elements in the array, you can write simply the statement A and it will give you all the elements in the array. Or even you can specify using the print statement, or you can display the array elements using the loops also. Okay, is it clear? Now let me find the length of the array A. Is it clear? So how can you do is that you can write the statement len. Len is a function which will return an integer. The integer is the length of the array. Is it clear? So len A, if you provide, then if you execute it, if you run this code, then you will get the output as how many elements are there? 4 elements are there. So you will get the output as 4. Is it clear? Or if you want to print directly using the print statement, so you can write print, okay, len array name. So here it will take only one parameter, which is the name of the array. So this is the way you can find the length of the array. And one more important point I forgot about the array. Actually, I should have discussed initially, but I have discussed how to find the length. Sorry for it. Now I will discuss about the indexing in the array. Okay. As I said, array will store the collection of elements in a sequence. Okay. So first you will have the value 1 or the element 1, then the next element, the next element, then next element. Always remember one thing, the array index will start from the 0 and then it will go up to length minus 1. Okay, always the array index will start from 0 and it will go up to length minus 1. Okay, here length is 4, so 4 minus 1 is 3. Are you able to understand? Or the number of elements minus 1. If I want to access an element at the particular index, that also you can do. How you can do? You can write the name of the array and the particular index. Suppose let me write the index number is 2. So at the index number 2 of an array A, what element is there? 3. So 3 will be displayed as an output in this scenario. Are you able to understand? So you can access the one of the element in an array with the help of the index. Is it clear? Now let me take one more thing. Sir, I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, but I should have written it as 1034. Meaning is that in place of 2 here, I want to change the value to 0. In that case, what I will do? What is the index? The index is 1. So I will write here as a of 1 is equal to 0. So in place of 2, the value 0 will come. Is it clear? So this is about changing an element in the array. So I hope you have understood what is the index, what is the purpose of index, how can you find the length of an array, and how to change the element in the array. Is it clear? Now let me discuss one more important operation we can perform on the array is adding the elements in the array. Now we can use 3 functions to adding the elements in the array. The 3 are, one is append, and second one is insert, and the third one is extend. These are the 3 ways we can add the elements in the array. Now let me discuss that one. If I have created an array A is equal to AR, I have already imported, consider that one, import array as AR initially. then array constructor I am using, and the data type is an integer, it is I. Okay, I hope it is visible as I for you. Then I can specify the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 are there at the index 0, at the index 1, at index 2 and index 3. Now I want to add few more elements 5, 6, 7, 8. How can I do is that the first way I can do using the append. Now how I will do is that a array name dot append array name dot append. Which element you want to append, you can write here. What is meaning of appending is that you are inserting the new element to the existing array, and always the append will be done at the last. So now the elements in the array are 1, 2, 3, 4 and there are up to index 4. Is it clear? So this is about the indexing values, and this is the elements are there in the array. I hope it is clear for you. So using the append function, you can append a new element to the array, and always the appending will be done at the last. I hope it is very clear for you. If you write again a dot append 6, then you can append one more element. Is it clear? I hope you are able to understand. Now let me discuss about the insert. Insert will tell two things. One is at which location you want to insert, or at which index you want to insert, and what is the element you want to insert. Okay, so insert function will take two parameters. One is the position or at the index, and the element. Suppose let me give the index as 3. At the index 3, I want to insert a value called 10. If it is so, look at here. At the index 3, what element is there? 4. So the elements currently are in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I want to insert the value 10 at index 3. This is the indexes. So 1, 2, 3, that index 3, 10 will come, we are inserting it. Then you will have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the way you can add one more element to the existing array by specifying the index. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? This is the way we can insert a new element or adding an element to the array. Now let me discuss how can you use the extend. Now look at here. I can write the array name dot extend. Then remember one thing, you need to write the braces, and then what are the elements you want to insert? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, those elements you can write. And remember one thing, if you write like this, a dot extend is the function. Okay, if I write 5, 6, 7, 8 like this, then it will give an error for you. If you want to add a list of elements using the extend, you have to write within these braces. Is it clear? If you use this one, then 5, 6, 7, 8 will be appended at the last. So you are extending the array. Initially there are only 4 elements are there. Now after extending, you have 8 elements in the array. If you want to find the length of the array, you can use the length function len. It will return the how many elements are there in the array. So I hope you have understood how can you find the length of an array, how can you add the elements or change the elements in an array. Now let me discuss how can we remove the elements from the array. We can remove the elements from an array using two functions. One is that with the help of pop, and another one is with the help of remove. Let me discuss these two for you. Okay, if I specify the pop, okay, the pop, then it will delete the element and return the value. Suppose let's take that, if I specify, let's take that you have an array consists of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just for your understanding, let me take these are the elements are there. If I write a dot pop, okay, if I just use without specifying any index, then a dot pop. Then if you execute this one, then what is the element is there at the last value? 5 is there. That will be removed and you will get the output as 5. Means you if you want to display which element it has displayed, we can do it. Okay, even you can write within the print, or if you just execute it, you will get the output as 5. Okay, after performing this operation, if you want to find what are the elements are there in the array, only 1 2 3 4 will be there. So this is about pop without providing any index. Now if I want to delete the element which is there at the index 2, look at here, at the index 2, which element is there? 3 is there. That value will be removed, and then 1 2 4 only will be there. Are you able to understand? So you can use the pop operation in two ways. One is that without giving any index, then the element which is there at the last index will be removed, and then it will return that value. If you want to provide a particular index, you can do it. So this is about the pop. Now we can delete the element from the array using the remove also. How I will do is that a dot, where the a is the name of the array, remove which element you want to remove. Suppose let's take that I want to remove the element 1. Then 1 will be removed and it will not return the value. If you are trying to print, it will not print it, which element it has removed. Okay, it will remove the element 1 and the remaining elements will be 2 comma 4. Don't consider that this is index. Which element you want to delete? Suppose if I specify here 4, let me write again, a dot remove 4. If that element is there in the array, it will delete it. If the element is not there, then it is okay. Okay, then 4 is there or not? Yes, 4 is there. After deleting 4, an array will consist of only element 2 at the index 0. So this is the way you can remove the elements from the array. I hope it is very clear for you. Now let me discuss how can we concat or combine two arrays. If I want to combine two array elements, let me do it here. A is equal to, I have done the aliasing, arr.array I, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have created one more array called B, which is also collection of integers. Let me write here I. Okay, if I have elements 5 6 7 8, okay, are you able to understand? I have created one more array, arr.array. Here I am not providing any elements. Instead of that one, I am writing C is equal to A plus B. So this plus will perform the concatenation between these two arrays. And remember one thing, an array is a collection of homogeneous elements. So this array should have a collection of integers. This array also should have a collection of integers. Is it clear? If one is a collection of integers, one is a collection of real constants, then you cannot perform the concatenation. So these three arrays should be of similar type. If you do this operation, then the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 which are there in the array A, then these elements 5, 6, 7, 8 will be appended to that one. If you write the C, you will get all these elements. So this is the way you can combine the two arrays. Is it clear? Suppose let's take that. If this is a collection of, B is a collection of real constants. Suppose let's take that I have elements 3.4, 4.5. Then if I write it, then it will give an error for you, because one is a collection of integers, one is a collection of real constants. You cannot perform the append operation. Is it clear? Or concatenation operation you cannot perform. I hope it is clear for you. Now let me discuss how can you perform the slicing. Let's take that you have a collection of elements, such as let's take that in an array A, you have elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. At the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the indexes and these are the values. If you write print, okay, print array name A, And if you write the starting, suppose if it is 0 and ending, then ending is 3 here, then what will happen? It will print the elements which are there at the index 0. Value 1 will be printed, then value 2 will be printed, and then value 3 will be printed. You can ask me, sir, if you are providing the starting index and ending index, then up to index 3, which is 4, should be printed, but why you are saying that it will print only 1, 2, 3? It will print up to n minus 1 index only. So you will get the output as 1, 2, 3 only. So it will start from 0 index and it will go up to index 2. Suppose let's take that you can ask me one thing. Sir, I have not provided the ending index. Instead of that one, I have provided the starting index and I have not provided the ending index. In that case, what will happen? It will start values from the index 1, such as 2, 3, 4 up to last. Are you able to understand? If you just provided the starting index, from the starting index, what are the elements are there till the last, it will just display it for you. If you say that I have only provided the last index and I forgot to provide the starting index, then what will happen? It will start from the index 0 and it will go up to n minus 1 index. So here the index is 4 up to third index. What are the elements are there? It will just display. Then I forgot to give the starting index and ending index. Then what will happen? All the elements which are there in the array will be displayed for you. So this is about slicing. If I just only provide the negative value, so sometimes I am looking at people are giving the negative value, then what will happen? If it is minus 1 at the last element, what is the element which is there at the last in the array, that will be displayed. Here 8 will be displayed. If you write minus 2, last but 1, which is 7, will be displayed as an output. I hope it is very clear for you to perform the slicing. Now let me discuss how to display the elements using loops. To do that one, first let me import the array module using the statement called import array as arr. Then I will write a is equal to arr dot array constructor, and then I need to specify the data type, and also I need to specify the element. Suppose if I write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this array consists of 4 elements starting from index 0 to index 3. Now if I want to display all these elements, I can display them using for loop. So for, let me take a variable called I, okay, in a, okay, then a is here the name of the array. Now if I write print I, then it will give me the output as 1, in the new line 2, then 3, then 4. This will be the output will be displayed. If you want all the elements to be displayed like this, after printing 1, you should get a space, then 2, then 3, like this. If you want to do it, you can do it with a simple modification. You can write print I end is equal to double quotes, give a small space and close the double quotes and write it. Now what will happen is that usually the print, the end is \n by default. That's why after printing the first element 1, it is going to the new line and again it is printing the 2 and then 3 in the new line, 4 in the new line, like that it is doing. So by default the end is \n. Now I am making it as a space. So first it will print the 1, then it will give a space 2, then 3, then 4, like that it will be displayed as an output. Now if you don't want to display all the elements, if you do like this, it will display all the elements in the array, but you want to display only few elements with the help of slicing, you can do it. How you can do is that you can write the braces and then you can give what is the starting and what is the ending. Okay, suppose let me give 0 and then let me give 3. Okay, So meaning is that you want to display the elements which are there from the 0th index to 2nd index. You can ask me, sir, you are saying that the ending is 3, but you are saying up to 2nd index. Already I have discussed in the slicing. If you give the end as n, it will display up to n minus 1 index. Okay, so first it will display what is the value is there at the 0th index. The value 1 is there. Then at index 1 what value is there? 2. At index 3 what? Index 2. See, this is at the 0th index. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. These are the indices and these are the values. So at the index 2 you get the value 3. So this is the way you can display the elements in the array using the for loop. You can even try using the while loop. I request you to try to display the elements in an array using loops. If you cannot do it, I will discuss in the description section for you. Now all this concept we will discuss in the Jupyter notebook for better understanding. Import array as AR, then I will write array name. I need to provide the array name. A is equal to arr.array, and it will take two arguments. One is the data type and the list of elements. I want to store a collection of integers, so I am specifying the data type as I, and then I want to store the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what will happen is that at index 0 value 1 will be stored, at index 1 value 2 will be stored, at index 2 value 3 will be stored, at index 3 value 4 will be stored. Okay, if you want to print a value which is there at particular index, you can do it. A of 2, at index 2 value 3 is there, that will be displayed as an output. Look at, you got the output as 3. Now if you want to print all the values and also the data type everything, then you can provide the print and the name of the array. The name of the array is A. So look at here, you are getting the output as it is an array, as a data type as integer, and the list of elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I want to find the length of the array. To find the length of the array, we have a function called len. It will take one parameter which is name of the array. In our case, the name of the array is A, so I have provided it as an argument. So what it will return is that it will return an integer value. What is the integer value? It will return the number of elements. How many number of elements are there in this case? 4 elements are there, so it will give you the output as 4. If you want to verify it, you can run it. Look at, you got the output as 4. Let me increase the elements 5, 6, 7. In this case, how many elements are there? 7 elements are there, so you should get the output as 7. So the length function len will be useful for you to find the length of an array. Now we will discuss, is it possible to change one of the value in the array? Let me try it. I will use the name of the array as A, and then at index 2, currently I have the value 3. Now I want to modify it to 30. Okay, I have assigned value 30 to the array at index 2. If I print the value currently which is there at index 2, you should get the output as 30. Look at here. Previously you have the value 3, but now it is 30. For better understanding, let me print the entire array. Okay, look at here, you got 1, 2, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7. So previously it was 3, now it was modified to 30. So you can modify or change one of the element in the array. Now we will discuss how can we add elements into the array. We can do using 3 functions called append, insert and extend. Now let me discuss each one in detail. I want to append some 80. Okay. Now what will happen is that I need to use the append function, and it will take only one parameter. Suppose if I write 80, then the value 80 will be appended at the last. If you want to verify, you can look at here. Print A, then you will get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at here. Oh, sorry, we have appended 80, so 80 will be displayed at the end. Okay, means it will be added at the end. So this is about append. Now I want to insert the element. So what I will do is that I will use the insert. So insert will take two parameters. One is the at what index you want to insert and what is the value you want to insert. It will take two parameters. One is the index and then value. Suppose let's take that at index 1 I want to insert value 20. Then what will be the output here is that 1. Then at index 1 you want to insert 20. So you will get 20. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be the output you should get. Let me write the output and we will look at it. 1, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see whether we are getting the same output or not. Yes, we are getting the same output. 1, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So insert function will take two arguments. One is the index and then value. Now we will discuss about extend. Now extend also will take one argument, but if you want to insert more elements or you want to append more elements, that you can do it. Let's take that 70, 80, 90, 100. If I give like this, it is a list. So then the elements will be inserted like 70, 80, 90, 100 will be displayed. Look at here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you will get 70, 80, 90, 100. Because all this list of elements will be appended at the last, or you are extending the elements which are currently there in the array A. So you are getting the output as whatever I have guessed. Suppose let's take that I forgot to give as a list. Then if you run the program, you will get the error. Look at here, you are getting the error. Extend takes exactly one argument, but however you have given 4. So if you want to extend the array with more elements, then you can provide like this. Okay, if you want to run, let me run it. So we are done with finding the length and then changing and then adding. Now we will discuss about how can we remove the elements from the array. We have two functions for it. One is pop and another one is remove. Let me discuss about the pop first. I will use the name of the array and then pop. Now first I will discuss without giving any parameter. If I does not give any argument or the value for the pop function, by default it will remove the last element in the array and then it will return. Once it returns, you are trying to print with the help of print function. So you will get the output as 7. Look at here. Say I got the output as 7. Suppose similarly, let's take that I am running again print a dot pop. This time you will get 7 and 6. Look at, you will get 7 and 6 because first time the pop has popped the last element, then the elements in the array will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again you are performing the pop, again it will remove the last one, which will be 6. Okay, if I provide the argument, suppose let me remove this one, and if I provide the argument means the index value. Suppose let's take that at index 2, whatever the value is there, I want to remove and return it. At index 2, what value is there? 3 is there. You can verify it, you will get the 3. And if you want to see the all the elements in the array A, you can write print and the name of the array. So you will get the output as 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 because you have popped the or removed the element 3 which is there at the index 2. Now let me discuss about remove. Okay, remove, what it will do is that it will take one parameter which is a value. Remember one thing, remove will take the one parameter which is a value. Suppose let's take that I want to remove the value which is 5. Okay, then I am writing print here. Remember one thing, remove will not return any value. It will just remove that element which is there in the list. Look at here. The value 5 has been removed from the array A. Okay, I hope you have understood how to remove the elements from the array with the help of pop and then remove. Now let me discuss how can we perform the concatenation. Concatenation means combining two arrays which are of similar type. Now to do that one, I will take one more array called B. I am writing arr.array, and if I want to combine, those two arrays should be of same type. So as the array A is a collection of integers, I am taking the array B is also collection of integer elements. So let me write 8, 9, 10. Okay, then I am taking another array called C. Okay, which is should be also an integer type, because an array is a collection of homogeneous elements. Suppose if I write a statement called C is equal to A plus B, what you are performing? You are asking the user to concat the elements which are there in the array A with the array B, and the result should be stored in the array C. Suppose if I write print C, then you will get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and then 8, 9, 10. For better understanding, let me run it, you will get the same output. Okay, so this is about concatenation. Now let me discuss about how can we perform the slicing. To do that one, I will remove this content and look at here. Print array name you have to provide, okay, and then it will take two parameters. One is the starting and another one is ending. Suppose let me write the starting is 1 and the ending is 4. Then what will be the output you will get it is, look at here, you will get the output as at index 1 what value is there? 2. That will be displayed, and then at index 2 3 is there, at index 3 4 is there, but it will not display the element which is there at the index 4. If you provide n here, it will go up to n minus 1 index and display the elements. Look at here, you will get 2, 3, 4. Now you will have a doubt, sir, if I forgot to provide the ending index, then in this case it will start printing the elements from the index 1 till the last. So it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at here, you will get the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose let's take that I forgot to specify the starting and the ending. In this case, it will display all the elements in the array, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose let's take that I am giving a negative value, minus 1. In this case, it will print the last element in the array, which is 7. Look at here, you will get the output as 7. If I provide minus 2, then last but 1, which is 6, will be displayed as an output. So this is about slicing. Okay, now let me discuss how can you display the array elements. Okay, to do that one, what I can do is that if I want to display all the elements in the array, I can write for I in array name, then I will just simply write print I. Then as I discussed earlier, it will display all the elements in the array line by line. Like in first line you will get 1, in second line you will get 2, like that you will get the output. Look at here, you got the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want to get the output as 1 space 2 space 3, like that if you want to get, you can write like this, end is equal to space. By default end will be backslash n. So after printing the first element, it will go to the second element, means go to the next line and print the second element, like that. But I am modifying the end as space. In this case, the output you will get it as 1 space 2 space 3, like that you will get the output. If you want to display few elements which are there in the array, okay, not all the elements, then you can use the slicing. So suppose from the index 1 to the index 3, what are the values are there I want to display, then I will get the output as 2, 3, 4. So this is the value. So this is the way you can use the arrays to perform the computing the length of an array, adding, removing, changing the elements in the array, concatenation, slicing, and then displaying the elements in an array using a loop. In this example, I have discussed how to display the elements using the for loop. You can try using while loop. I hope you have understood all the concepts related to the arrays. If you still have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.